Greetings friends, it's Liam Maynard here with cashestheanswer.com, and this is Google Ads Expert Tips, 9 smart ways to be ahead of the game. Let's get started. So, tip number 1 is to use automated bidding. Now, if you set this up so that you're maximizing for clicks, what will happen is you'll get more site visits within your budget. And there is some debate as to whether you should do manual or automated bidding, but Google's machine is much more efficient than me just trying to guess these things, right? So this is the best way to maximize your clicks and visits to your site, is just to use Google and let them figure it out. Now you can use a tool like shape.io, which will help you with your budget and to just cap the spending type of thing to make sure that it doesn't, go out of hand in any way. But so I would use that along with it, but use automated bidding to maximize your results. A second tip is just to use Google Ads with Facebook to drive content success. So what you might want to do here is set up a system where you're getting the maximum exposure for your content and the maximum sales by putting out your content on social media. So you can put it on Facebook or Instagram and other places. And then, for example, on Facebook, you could boost posts, you can run some ads there too, but put out your content there. And the typical way that I would go about doing something like this is there'd be a landing page which would have a Facebook pixel and also a Google tag. So it's just a bit of tracking code from Facebook and from Google, so that wherever I happen to send those people from, so let's say I put something out on Facebook and then they come to a landing page, but then I'm going to retarget them on Google's display network as well, so that we're basically following them around everywhere. And it's a good way to maximize your content success by utilizing both platforms in sync with each other, right? Now, you want to make sure in tip 3 here that you're going to put your message match on steroids by optimizing each of your landing pages for specific keywords, as opposed to having everyone see the same message regardless of the actual visitor or where they came from. So you want to optimize this for who are they, why are they there, where did they come from. And one way of doing this is to use dynamic text. So for example, one person could come to your site and say, hello Detroit, and the other one says hello Toronto, or wherever or whatever it is. But you can use tools like that, and those are often available in most landing page builders to do dynamic text of that type of thing. But just make sure that your landing pages and your copy or the words you're using on the page are optimized for the specific visitor, and that it's not a generic message to everyone, right? Now, along those same lines in tip 4 here, you want to upgrade your offers and not your buttons. So what some people will do is they'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out whether they should have a green button or a blue button, and whether it should say click, whether it should say, download this, or click here, or sign up, or whatever it is. But you really want to look at the consumer offer that you have, because this is why people take action. And with copy in general, what we do a lot of the time is dog whistle copy. So you're putting out a message there, and the person who is receptive to that message will basically self-select. So you put out, you use copy or the words on your landing pages and in your ads to attract specific visitors, and those visitors will react to the copy that you're using favorably if it's something that they're interested in, and the people that don't care will just bypass it. And so you want to attract the people that you are interested in attracting to, and you want to repel the people that you don't. And how you do that is by making sure that you upgrade your offers and your consumer offers to people, because this is essentially why they will take it. If somebody likes the offer and your copy attracts them in terms of, it makes it specific in terms of what are they going to get, how do they get it, that type of thing, then you'll see better results than screwing around with just simple things that may not have a big impact, like what you're doing with your button. Now, while you're optimizing this in 5 or 6, you want to make sure that you are split testing though. So we talked about upgrading your offers and your copy. So continue that with making sure that you are actually split testing your landing pages, your copy, your ads, to make sure, because there is no best in marketing, there's just test. So we don't really know what's going to work. We just have to test different things and see what actually works and what doesn't. And you can't really do that unless you're split testing, because there is no magic bullet, whether you're using Google or Facebook or anything else. You need to split test these things to figure out what will work and what will not. Now, in terms of devices, generally speaking, you're going to get cheaper clicks. Some have said, 2,000% more if you use mobile optimization, as in if you're going after mobile first and then retargeting everywhere, including desktop. Sometimes people do more research on desktop. It just depends on the person, but often you'll see better results if you start off with mobile and then retarget everywhere. So that would be your page. So optimizing in terms of the split testing, make sure you optimize your page, your video, your copy, etc., and then run your ads to mobile and retarget everywhere. Okay. Now, tip number 7, stop pushing sales and start pushing value. Right now, this basically speaks to the fact that you want to create a business, a brand. You want to push your brand. You don't really want to just try and optimize for high value keywords and try and squeeze out 1 or 2% conversions. You can do that alongside this if you want to, but it's often more effective in building your business if you look at putting out high quality, high value content. This goes back to what we were talking about before, when you can put out content on social media, on your blog. So maybe it's a blog post, it's videos, it's whatever you're doing on social media, etc. But have your content out there and make sure that it's expert content and that you're actually providing value to people and not just trying to get a sale, because all of your customers are not in the same place. There's only about 3% of people that are ready and willing to buy, know they've got a problem, ready to whip out their credit card right now. So that's the people that go and click and buy something right away. And the rest of them are all in some various stage of, maybe I've got a problem, maybe I'll do something about it. And so you really want to nurture those leads and put these people into your orbit. And wherever you are on social media, you want to be building out what we call invisible lists inside Google. And we also use Facebook and Instagram for this. Facebook owns Instagram, of course, and Google owns YouTube. So you can retarget these people on all of these different platforms, but you want to be making sure you put them into your lists, in your invisible lists for tracking inside of Google. And if you want more information on this, you can sign up for our newsletter and we'll send you a course. There's more information on our blog as well, but you can check out how to do all of these things and some of those resources. But you want to make sure that you are building out your tracking and making sure that you're keeping all these people into custom audiences, etc. They call it different things depending on where you are, but you're putting them essentially in custom audiences so that you can retarget them later and remarket to them on Google. Right now, tip number 8, test different bidding models like affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing works very well for Google, for example, and you can use a lot of different types of bidding strategies inside of Google. One of them is target CPA, which is essentially you're saying to Google, it works the same on YouTube, go find me people for $5 that fit these parameters, and they'll say okay, and they'll go scour their network and they'll go find people for your target cost per action, right? The other one here is target return on ad spend, right? And then there's max conversions. So on the full blog post to this video on our site, and there'll be a link in the description, you'll see a resource that goes into what all of these mean specifically and how to use them. But you want to test out different bidding strategies, again going back to split testing and figuring out what will work for you and what won't. Now lastly here, number 9 is run account-based marketing plan. Now you can try and get 1,000 different small clients or customers to your offers by running pay-per-click ads type of thing. But if you're going for building up a business and you want higher ticket customers and clients, then one thing you can do is run an account-based marketing plan. So basically all we're saying here is you can use strategies like go to LinkedIn Sales Navigator and really dig into who your specific customers, clients are, and then retarget those people using online ads, using the retargeting list sales ad, which is what this stands for here. So again, a lot of this is going back to putting out content and then retargeting it, but this is just one way of going about this in this account-based marketing plan. So you're essentially going after bigger fish, and one way of doing that is to do some research on them, run ads to them, and then retarget those ads with your Google and or other social media platform ads at the same time, like we've been talking about here. So here's 9 Google tips. If you want more information on this, you can check out the full blog post, which has more resources along those lines. You can check out our blog for cashestheanswer.com. There's a link in the description to all of that. And if you sign up for our newsletter, there's also a free masterclass, which is how to start a 7-figure business online. It takes you all the way from the irresistible offer to the sales page, to the landing page, to the bridge page, to everything in between. Because if you want an online business and an online funnel that works, you need an effective sales funnel, not just the ads, because the ads are the beginning of it, or some may say the end, but the starting point is your irresistible offer and the funnel that you're leading them through. So if you want more information on all of that, you can check out the link somewhere around this video. If you're on YouTube, it's in the description, and we've got that for you. So hope you find this helpful. Speak to you soon.